Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Talking While Black podcast. We here consistently strong another week. And we still in this bitch, even though it's COVID. I'm here, Jared Matthew Lang. I'm here with John Norris.
Oh, it's different now, man. What's up, y'all? We going in a different order now.
Right.
This
a lot of niggas in here.
Hold up, I'm also on a different side of the table too, so I'm confused about which way to go. We have my homie Joe.
Wear a mask.
Thomas.
Oh, man.
And we have two special guests today. Joe's brother, Chuck.
Herb.
Shit, and Slink.
You already know.
Man, has this been a shitty year or not? Let's just get on this shit has been.
Let's just throw it out there.
Has this
Man,
been
we still
a
got a
shitty
couple
year
more
or
months,
not?
man.
2020. Let's get right to it. Off the bat.
21, they ain't gonna be no better. It's gonna be about this much better.
This much better?
Man, you can't see Joe right now, but when we get the camera, y'all will.
About this much better.
This much better. Just
We can be in a football stadium at 25%.
No,
capacity.
it's just, same shit just gonna happen, but we're just not gonna have, the
Mass.
scare about the murder hornets and shit like that. Like all the
Whatever
filler
happened to
episodes.
them, man? Where they
It's
go?
a
They got
filler
COVID.
episode. Filler episode. They got
the
COVID.
border holders got COVID? Because I ain't seen one yet.
Supposedly though, it was just two that they only found. So I'm thinking like somebody just snuck them shits over here and they just got loose.
That's how they got over here in the
Who does
first
stuff like
place.
that?
That's how everything gets over here, nigga.
White
Those
people.
fucking European colonizers brought all them insects and all this
Colonizers.
shit
I like
and
that,
birds
man.
over
Shout
here.
out Black Panther.
Right.
Shout out Chadwick Boseman.
Shout out, man. Shout out.
R.I.P., man.
R.I.P.
Rest in power.
Lily.
King.
Man, how was you guys' weeks though?
My week was magnificent, but we gonna let John get it in because
He gotta get it in.
he got
I
all
had,
this.
I had a bad boss. I had a bad week, man. I mean, health wise, it's pretty bad, but I'm here. I'm back. I'm better, man.
Right.
I'm blessed, man. I can't
Amen.
complain about it, man.
Good
You
to
know
hear,
what I'm
good to
saying?
hear, man. But coming off, we have Kanye on Twitter. John's homie on Twitter has been going off again. He's just like, I think he's just manic. Like, a lot of shit he's saying is the truth, though. It's just like what Joe always say, like, you can listen to some shit he be saying, and then it's that one thing he'd be like, all right, Kanye, okay.
He was speaking some knowledge though. He was saying like black people need to come
Their
together.
value and shit.
Know they
Basically.
value. Own your masters. Stop signing your masters over.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you got to be independent. Slow grind. It's a marathon. Nipsey taught us that. Like for real. Nipsey taught us that. Like it's a marathon, not a race. Do you. Right. Currency like is a testament to that. Like Currency do his thing. And he stayed independent.
Bruh.
And one of his best friends is Wiz, who went commercial.
A lot of folks be doing that, like Killer Mike, all of them,
Right.
Tech Nine, all. They're not like big commercially, but like they still out here doing shows and get their money and stuff, and they have a strong following,
right? But as far as Kanye goes, like
it's peeing on ground.
my whole perception on Kanye, and I mean this, and like I ain't trying to even sound disrespectful, but it's like you could just tell, like, okay, he didn't take his prescription today, like. I ain't even trying to be mean about it. Like,
True.
All right, he getting some shit off his chest. A lot of times, Kanye be spitting facts, but then he go off the deep end a little bit, and you got to start being like, okay, Kanye, I get it.
Right.
Like he was talking about I'm paraphrasing, so don't quote me, but he was saying something like, if I'm a murderer, tell my daughter I'm sorry. After he was just spitting some gems about owning your masters and Universal need to stop selling us. We need to stop selling our souls.
He said, me, Drake, and Kendrick, and J. Cole need to get together.
They owe him an apology. And then that's when I started, okay, Kanye being Kanye.
He said he owed a child apology. I thought he said they need to get together and just work on
He
something.
said J. Cole, he said Drake, and specifically he said Drake and J. Cole owe him an apology.
Oh, then he said we need to all get together and work on something.
About what?
I don't know. I believe with Drake, you already know with Drake. But I don't know. If I would have to assume, it would be J. Cole's False Prophets. But I mean, I wouldn't even look at that as a diss song. Like J. Cole's always, I mean, for me, J. Cole's always been known to just push the bar on some real shit. Like he's very transparent. He ain't trying to diss nobody because I don't look at it as a diss song. Right. He was just letting it be known, like when you a little dude, when you a little nigga, and you looking at someone that you believe is like a mentor who is like a person on a higher level, you know, you look at them as a certain way. Like you look at them like they can never do no wrong. But then as you grow up and you mature as a person, and you realize he dealing with his own issues. He's just another person out here like you are. He's just like that shit. Like I know we joke about it, but that shit broke my heart when I found out Kanye wasn't writing when he was writing.
Back in the days, like during the college.
Like when I was listening to Kanye, I was like, damn, this nigga got it together. Like he make beats and he spitting that shit. And then as you become an adult, you realize, damn, he wasn't even writing that shit. That shit do something to you. Like that shit low key. I was like, damn, for real.
I kind of knew something on that.
My idol.
Good, the bad, and the ugly had with consequence because they was rapping too much like the same. And then it just came back together now. Like yo.
But this is what I want to add to this conversation, man. This is my question, though. So, J. Cole, man. I love J. Cole. But it's been a couple songs now where people say they are diss tracks, man. When do it get to a point where it's like, are they really disses? Because we normally give J. Cole, like, the benefit of the doubt. Like, he just speaking his mind. But when do they become, a diss track though? Because some people see them as diss tracks.
But think about it. J. Cole isn't.
I don't really see it like
J. Cole when okay, I get it. Like we understand.
I say we slandering their name.
But he hasn't done well. Yeah, he has on a few tracks.
He has slandered their name.
I'm talking about like just when he on that. I'm gonna hop on a trap ass beat, or I'm gonna hop on a raw ass beat, and I'm gonna just start spitting some dumb shit. You feel me?
I know I'm not saying those diss tracks though.
But the shit in particular, we talking about False Prophets.
Oh yeah, I know that.
We talking about the track that just came out about the young
Snow
lady.
Bluff.
Yeah, Snow in the Bluff, and what we else?
Are we gonna talk about the Control Response? That wasn't even really
but
diss track.
With J. Cole, I feel like we have to stay genuine to J. Cole. Like we understand, like he just being transparent. Snow in the Bluff, he wasn't dogging the young lady. But what he was saying, one thing I took away from him, he was like, you got to treat people like children. When you're talking to somebody, if you're talking in an aggressive manner, you a grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass woman. You ain't about to
turn it off.
You feel me? You ain't about to just allow someone to talk to you in an aggressive manner. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, J. Cole was just being transparent about the whole thing.
I think low-key, though, he was doing that at the wrong time, though.
He did. But at the same time, who's to say that she wasn't either?
That's true too.
You get what I'm saying? Like after he made the track, she had
deleted her tweet after that too.
But she had said something. But she had said something. I can't remember what she said, but she had said something, and I was like, "You missed the whole point of what he was talking about."
She was saying women getting killed or something.
Right?
Like that.
You spending this time making this song about me when you could be doing X, Y, and Z. I guess you missed the whole point of what he was talking about. We understand that you for the people, but sometimes your message gets lost because of how you because of perception. If you come off in an aggressive tone, like let's just keep it real. Like people don't respect it more, but people listen more when you come off like in a more endearing tone versus just like, nigga, you fucking up this, that, or the other.
I know
like niggas don't respond to that shit.
Tone policing. I ain't know that shit was like a thing.
Jared, nothing is anything until Twitter says something.
Right. Tone policing. Because people always be like, don't talk to me that way.
Because of Twitter,
and see, that's another thing. What do you mean don't talk to me that way? They're not even talking, they're texting. People put voices behind text messages. Like that's what people fail to realize. And some people purposely verbiage their words to make it sound aggressive, but for real, I done learned like.
But still, the tone you can't get.
I done learned like you can't put voices behind text messages. Like you may in most cases, because sometimes you may feel like it's coming off in an aggressive tone, but they're just you just
being sarcastic.
You get what I'm saying? Like and it's just a text, and a lot of times people put voices behind texts.
But let's not get too far off topic.
Right.
Though. But the Kanye thing, the Kanye thing though, man, like. I mean, he when it comes to they owe him an apology thing, man. I feel like he lightweight. Like when it comes to the Drake thing, we all know it was the Pusha T thing,
right?
All that
he
stuff,
was just caught in the misfire.
I feel like he was lightweight, just caught in the middle of that.
It was just lightweight.
Drake was just being a little sensitive,
yeah,
and he took it out on Kanye
right.
Because Kanye is I ain't gonna say he's the weaker, but I feel like Drake feel like that's the easier one I can go with because of the mental stuff and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when it comes to the J. Cole thing, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like they can sit down and talk about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't see neither one of them being opposed to it, but it's like you said though, are we gonna do this in the right time
and I think
at the right, you know what I'm saying, the right mindset? But to go back to what you were saying, man, I just hope I hope he's in the right mind and he really saying this stuff and it actually happened when he's in the right mind.
Because low key, he's not right now.
If he's just saying stuff and he don't remember he just tweeted that, then it's just like it's not.
Because let's not forget Kanye. He does deal with mental health issues. I'm not trying to bash him or anything, but he does seriously deal with that shit, and that shit is real. And like, when I love it and I hate it at the same time when you can just tell like he's not on it. He ain't about to take these pills.
Right.
Leave me the fuck alone, and he need to get some shit off his chest. I love it because a lot of times he is just spitting facts. Like, black people, we got to do better. But on the flip side, he do just sometimes he goes straight left, and you be like, okay, Kanye really back in.
And John, sorry. You remember him and J. Cole did have a sit down that Angela, what's her name? Martinez, that interview.
Yeah.
But you remember when he posted their conversation on social media, and that's when he was just like, man, why you have to go to social media for that and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Don't be doing that. You know?
Right.
So I feel like they would, but just do just manic or whatever. But yeah, Kanye, man, we hope you get better. You are saying some great things, but it's all about execution as well. It's the way you execute of what you're saying. But up next, Travis Scott has a value meal. It's lit. You seen the commercials? This is the way I duck my fries. And using barbecue sauce.
Fucking the shit out that fry.
Yo, I'm just gonna say, get your money, black man. Get your money. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, you doing your thing. You have pushed yourself beyond the artist realm, I guess you could say, or just beyond the rapper realm and just became like an influential artist to everybody. So I think McDonald's saw that and just like, hey, we can market you or whatever. Joe has his own conspiracy theory about it.
I do. How do I want to break this down? Well, first off, I gotta let's give praise to Travis Scott right. Because, like Jerry said, he's venturing off other than just music. He's doing shit on Fortnite. Like, call it what you want.
That shit was lit too.
Kids play Fortnite. Kids spend their mother's and father's money on skins and other accessories
Battle
on Fortnite.
Passes.
Bruh, don't I know.
And Travis Scott just comes out of nowhere and do these lit ass concerts. Like, I get on YouTube and look at these concerts on Fortnite. Like, Travis Scott's concerts on Fortnite are the shit.
Right.
And he's ventured off and did another deal with McDonald's and got his bands up some more. Shout out to you. Now, this is more so on the McDonald's end. Black people, keep staying away from Mickey D's. It ain't no good for you. And I'm a big dude out here. That shit ain't no good for you.
Bro, them dollar sweet teas.
I feel you. If you can't stay away from it, just at least stay away from the beef.
Yeah.
Like chicken, it ain't as much healthier. There's no such thing as less healthier. It's more toxic, but that's neither here nor there. But at least if you got to get the chicken.
The lesser of two evils.
Right. Get the chicken, but... I feel like McDonald's losing the black customer. They ain't losing no money because it's still McDonald's. McDonald's, they flipped the game as far as fast food deals on some real estate shit. Like they set the tone for like how you supposed to do a fast food. Mm-hmm. Instead of thinking of it as like a fast food business, instead of thinking of it as like on some food shit, we're gonna think of it like as a business. And they went into real estate. Oh, you want to open up a McDonald's franchise? Shit, hold on, we'll give you the bread for it. Just give us a percentage of X, Y, and Z. But
I was mindfucked when I found out they got a hamburger university. Right. That's where their managers go to.
But I feel like they losing the black
hamburger. You, bro.
I feel like they losing the black customer.
Google it. It's a school, fam.
Hamburger University.
But no jokes. I feel like they losing the black customer because we got so many black people out here just speaking for other black people. Giving us ways to just be better and do better, eat better.
Be better, yeah.
Be better. Like, and they losing the black vote. I mean, not the black vote. They losing the black customer.
I wouldn't agree with you, Joe, but like that Popeyes down the street, that line be wrapping around.
No.
Wrapping around.
Let's keep it real. I'm glad you said that. When we talking about chicken, fast food chicken, you got KFC and you got Popeyes. KFC just came out and said, a few months ago that they're in the process of printing food.
What?
Yes, look it up.
Printing, bro. Look that shit up.
3D printing food. Black people gonna go to get Popeyes.
That's like some upload shit.
You feel me?
Right, overseas. They got the idea from overseas.
Bro,
man.
look it up.
Bro.
I'm not lying. They said they are going to print 3D chicken.
Bruh.
Like, look it up on no
Bruh.
cap, no exaggeration.
I knew KFC lost their minds when they made that chicken sandwich with no bread. It was
Two pieces of chicken with a piece of cheese and bacon in the middle.
Like, y'all lost your mother. Bruh. That's what KFC lost did.
So if you're just talking about fast food chicken, you already know they're gonna sway more to Popeyes. Yeah. And then these are the three dubs that Popeyes got. For one, it's chicken. For two,
it's good. When they take their time.
For two, they got the Tuesday special. Yeah. And then for three, they got the chicken sandwich. The chicken sandwich shut the internet down, bruh. No advertisement. They showed a picture of a piece of chicken and 2 pieces of bread. Come get some. And then it just started.
The spicy one, folks, not the regular one. The spicy jar.
So that's the exception. That's the LeBron James of the fast food. Like, you can't really count that.
You know.
But we all know McDonald's ain't no good for you, and I feel like they losing a black customer, and that's why they said we need to get Travis Scott in here. Kids fuck with Fortnite. The only people that eat McDonald's are kids. Like that's just what it is.
You want McDonald's like that, like for real?
That's guaranteed money.
You feel me? At the end of the day, what you want to eat, little baby? I want McDonald's. I want some chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Like, okay.
Real niggas want to go to Wendy's.
You feel me?
And they line just as long too.
But man, the McDonald's fries. Wendy's, Wendy's long line.
But Wendy's done earned that respect, especially since they opened up for breakfast.
Oh my gosh, bro!
That honey biscuit chicken croissant,
right? Well, them breakfast potatoes. Breakfast potatoes.
Wendy's should have did this sooner. Like, Wendy's about to shit on McDonald's on the breakfast tip. Like, they on some real nigga shit. Like, we know what you want.
Man, they got Travis Scott now.
Man, but John, you got anything to say about the Travis Scott?
We 20 minutes in, ain't even halfway through.
No,
Eddie,
I have nothing.
Slink, I know you had something to say earlier.
Oh man.
We ain't even eating the shit.
We don't be eating the shit.
It's a shame, man. I just say it's a shame.
Think he sold out?
Yeah, But there's no difference from, LeBron or any athlete, or whatever. He just gotta fucking.
He got his money.
I feel like he got.
Right.
That's the thing.
I don't even think it's something he's really personally attached to.
Right.
That's true.
Oh, you gonna pay me to do
what? Somebody came with him, told him a number. He was like, all right, fuck it. Let's do it. You know what I mean? But
right.
It's still a shame.
Probably need a new purse.
No shit like that.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, when is it chasing the bag and when is it selling out?
Right now, I feel like with the black... I personally feel like since the Black Lives Movement going... shit. He getting his money. He getting M's. It's one thing if he was just getting a couple hundred.
He don't need it.
You think so?
He don't need no fucking McDonald's
chain. You just said the Fortnite.
He's Travis Scott.
Come on. Right. He's
but
Travis Scott.
I'm thinking but it's a bag too, though. It's a bag too, though. So you just gonna sit there and say,
he's making money while he's sleeping. I think that's the thing, though. Too. That's the thing, though. You want to make money, but they're not even together anymore. They're supposedly not together anymore, right?
They ain't together, bro.
They ain't together.
If they got a kid together, they together.
That nigga made Astro World.
Right.
That shit probably still making money.
Like, let's be serious, huh?
Chuck, what you got to say about this?
Hey, it's at the end of the day, 2020. Shit, secure the bag, but my advice is just choose wisely, man.
Choose wise. Sound like J. Cole.
Right, I was about to say, years ago with
KOD.
So y'all saying he should have signed with Bojangles?
Big.
Man, so that boy, what's the next topic, man? Bojangles.
Oh, man, there's nothing we saw coming. Such a surprise, man. Such a surprise. I ain't never thought I would see this coming. I thought they was about to be the next Will and Jada. Cardi B divorced Offset.
Man,
stop the line.
Did you say what he just said?
Cardi
Blasphemous.
Did I hear that?
Blasphemous.
I don't know, but Jada did
I'm
get
not
into
surprised
a
at all.
Oh, you did? And Offset got into a few entanglements.
I guess the only person that didn't see this coming was Cardi B.
I'm happy for
Like, and I ain't even trying to knock her
Okay.
because she came out with WAP, and I'm for the movement. I like the WAP
I
song.
don't know, man. I can't say it on the podcast.
Bruh.
At all.
If we
Somebody
grew
did
up
get
on slob
seriously
on my
injured.
knob, like corn on the cob, like stop it. Let's not even blow
I
down.
never really dogged them for the song. I just
Yeah.
didn't think it was that great. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah.
musical
Yeah.
aspect,
On
you
the
just
music
felt like it
album, I
was one
thought
of the
it
best
was
songs.
like-
I can respect that.
I still think the best like raunchy song like that is Trina's.
Wait, we talk about the divorce? Or?
yeah, about to say
Right.
what
Oh,
happened.
you right.
We went off
you
tangent
right.
real quick.
We talk about-
But I guess Cardi B ain't see it coming. But I mean, he did it twice, and this the third time.
Oh, he cheated?
Once, like
Yeah.
Bruh,
the
yeah.
first
Bruh.
scandal, she was
I
like,
like that, bro.
the first scandal, she was like, I don't believe it. The
Who
second
seen it?
scandal,
Well, we don't-
I
we
guess
don't
they
know.
brushed
We
under
just
the
guess.
rug.
Who saw him cheat?
Oh, the shit that when she was hacked out of Instagram or something
Right.
like that. Or she said, I'm hacked out of my
Did the
Instagram.
internet
But I'm like,
say
they
you
hacked through
cheated?
your husband's Twitter. What does that have to do with your Instagram? What they went to
And then it's the third one.
That was crazy.
I feel what Slink trying to say. Is there footage,
Yeah.
or did the internet say it?
That's the internet.
But then
We don't know what's on their own house.
niggas gonna be niggas.
We're not there.
We
We don't.
But we know it happened before.
But I mean,
Do
come
we?
on now, but yeah,
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
we,
no, we know
I
it
thought that was
definitely
a
happened.
lookalike or some shit.
yeah,
like that.
know it
but,
happened
I mean,
before.
but come
Now,
on,
or is this us
stuff
thinking
happens,
too
bro.
hard about it? The facts are out there. She filing for a divorce. She ain't just gonna file for a divorce just because it's Tuesday.
I mean,
It ain't like she ain't the breadwinner.
but-
It ain't like
okay, hold on,
she
John.
ain't the breadwinner.
Hold up,
She
John.
might wanna
You
do
said
it.
you saw
Right,
this coming,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
You said you saw this coming, though. Why did you see this
for
coming?
real.
Why
I
did
saw
you
it coming because
I bet
the internet,
after the
bro.
divorce, you're going to see Cardi with a new nigga.
Off the rip.
I bet.
Fuck the healing process.
I seen
It's
it
gonna
coming,
be like,
bro,
look at me.
She go, right.
Because
Look at
this
him,
is
look.
a
It's gonna
celebrity.
be back
Bruno
to me.
Mars.
Oh man, bro,
That'd be so funny. So funny.
No, but I seen it coming, bro,
Now look away,
because
look back
the
at me.
internet, because of Twitter, because they are very public
Shut
people.
Fuck him up. All right, no, go ahead.
They very public people, bruh. And Twitter been in their relationship since it started, bruh. Like the video they had of him, he was playing a game, and he happened to have his phone, and she came in and said something, and he happened to tuck his phone or whatever. They made that shit a big deal.
True.
He could have just been
But
putting his phone on
Is
the.
it not a big deal? Come on, let's look at the fact. When she pulled tight, he just pulled that shit in his pocket real quick.
But I'm just
Come
saying,
on,
before you
dog.
seen patterns too.
I mean, he could have been trying to get her an edible arrangement or
That
a
nigga
fucking
was
ring
not
or
trying
something
to
that
be
he didn't want her to
rude,
know
man.
about.
Yeah,
Like,
he was
we,
trying
I'm
to-
talking. I mean, okay, you could be right, but the
At the end
patterns
of the day, we
before
don't know
when
what
they
the nigga
caught
gonna
him.
do. Because this ain't his first time doing this.
Right, it's not his first time.
If I don't see
They
the
know
footage,
patterns.
that nigga didn't do shit.
right. If you ain't got cold hard facts, man, we can't.
We
sit
don't
here
know
and
what's
say-
going on in the household, but what history
It is
tells
at
us
the end
about him.
But the
and
point
patterns.
is, it's still a shame that you got another black
Right.
couple getting
We're
a
divorced. That's what it's.
Like, that's the bottom line.
right.
No matter what the fuck happens.
But like you said though, man,
That's fucked
I mean,
up. It's fucked up. You know?
but you say,
But some other
you
people
say,
saw
you
it
say,
coming.
you say, you know, from him before. Kevin Hart did the shit. We just not gonna assume that the nigga he's just cheating
He
out here
admitted
because.
though.
But it was
Hart
more
came out
than
and
once.
said-
He admitted it and came out and admitted and did it. But
Yeah,
like
but
it's been
I'm
multiple
saying, though, like-
occasions
but yeah.
with other women and stuff coming
his-
back and stuff like that.
Have you seen some of the women that said he was messing with them, man?
This
Offset.
wasn't like some random Odell shit.
I'm
This
just
was
sa-
just saying like
What? I'm saying Offset though.
Bruh.
Have you seen some of the chicks? I mean,
Yeah,
I know. Sometimes, man, you might just
straight.
want some, but come on, bro. You about to mess
Some
up with
is
somebody
straight.
that you with a woman with a bag too, ain't got a kid with her, and you
Who
about to be on
expected them
some.
to be together forever?
But that's what I'm saying. Why? How did you not suspect him?
Exactly.
It's
It was never no
It wasn't
time
for
frame.
it
Who
to,
did?
bruh.
Who?
Bruh, you
I
already
damn sure did.
look patterns, bruh. Patterns. That's all I gotta say. Patterns.
Hey man.
So this is the question: Do you believe Offset was being faithful? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right.
All right.
I believe you because you said it with such confidence. You didn't hesitate. I don't believe it.
Black men don't cheat.
But it's Offset.
But
people also saying
he's a married man.
But people after that also said Offset is not part of the Black Men Don't Cheat Association. He's not a part of it. Like T.I., he's not a part of Black Men Don't Cheat either. So.
Right.
What? He's not a part of Black Men Don't Cheat Association.
Man, we not about to bring the king into this, man.
He been doing all right.
T.I., you right. He been doing all right. Has he? Was he just calling some fraud though?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Man, we
ain't about to bring the king of the South into this, like you
Wicked Brown.
Offset, you go rebound, man.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, come on, man.
He definitely gonna read. He's straight. He's
slamming somebody right now. Like
man.
he ain't worried. He worried about it, but he ain't worried about it.
He missed his granny though.
Yeah, it was a tough loss.
Yeah, that was a tough loss because she had that bad. She was getting money. She was marketable too to a lot of people.
He had a family with her. Besides the money,
he got tons of kids.
He always gonna be.
But anyway, yeah, you're right.
Lily, that's his pussy for life.
Right. At least he don't have to worry about giving child support to her, probably. No, he ain't got no.
I don't know though.
He probably gonna get child support.
They gonna get back together though. Watch.
Right.
It was Future.
I believe that's just Hollywood though. That's what they do.
Hey, Future got a win though
for a little bit. Then they get divorced. Then they go find somebody else. Then they get divorced. Like nobody stays. Who stays? And like
because that one baby mom was talking about how much she's supposed to pay, like $10,000 a month.
I don't know, one guy.
Right, who stayed together in entertainment? That was it.
Even Brad and
they wasn't together before.
Divorced.
Yeah.
Even fucking every couple you thought that was
who's Cindy
gonna last
Poitier?
long.
What's their name?
You got Jada and Entanglements. Even that shit. Like nobody.
They still together though. They was about to break up.
I mean,
they doing a bunch of bullshit to keep their shit going.
Relevant.
They just got a lot of willpower.
Right.
No pun intended.
For real, Will and Jada get it. They get it. Like this, we live a lavish lifestyle. Shit gonna happen. Like,
other than that, like that's like an exception. Nobody else.
Yeah, everybody else.
Can't name one other person.
For real.
One other couple.
All right, man.
None.
Offset, man.
Yeah, damn.
I mean, what else is there to say? You know, shit happens.
Right.
That
nigga need to go back to making that bando shit.
Right, I'm about to say drop a fire.
Migos
album.
Migos been missing, bro.
Back to the bag.
Yeah, back to the business, back to chasing the bag.
That's what he need to do.
For real.
And then he gonna get another better bitch.
Man, so the NFL started back up, and everybody's favorite team, the Browns.
Man,
stop it.
Our favorite team, the Browns, just because we're from the home team.
Hey, man, Jim Rome said they America's team, so if Jim Rome said it.
Stop it.
I think
come on now.
That's definitely the Cowboys.
I feel like the Cowboys are America's team, but I feel like the Browns are America's underdog. Like we have all the assets. We have a competent quarterback. We have a fire receiver. We have a fire running back game. I just feel like one thing.
I feel like that's the Raiders. It's always been the Raiders, America's underdog.
Yeah, then we ain't the underdog.
Yeah, I don't think we're the underdog no more because we have
America's underdog is the Raiders.
We have all those pieces you said.
But that's why I feel like we're the underdog because people expect us to achieve. And when was the last time
they
heard
expect us to achieve?
Underdog, they don't.
Well, we don't expect. I'm just saying when you hear people talk about the Browns now, you be like, damn, they got all them pieces. But so that lets you know they expect us to do something.
It's all in the butt.
You feel me?
I feel it.
It depends on who you ask, though.
Yeah, but don't no one think the Browns just gonna be shit dirt ass.
Hey, but shout out to my homie John over here, man. If the Browns ever losing and you just not entertained by this shit, don't want to see that shit, check out my brother at the Real Norris Boss Up Twitter, bro. You be laughing. You'll be laughing during the whole game. He will go in if they're playing horribly. Bro, that's your entertainment for the afternoon on a Sunday. For real. Check his Twitter out, bro.
I got to go back and look at what I'll be saying, bro.
I was laughing. Because that first game, I ain't going to lie. I saw the score.
I
saw the score.
Who expected us to win that?
I know, but bruh, I went to that and woke up and then saw all them jokes about we was 3rd and 41. Like the Browns still browning out here.
Bro, who expect they were
3rd and 41.
Bro, they were Super Bowl contenders last year.
I know.
Who, like for real, it's one thing to be a fan, but then you also got to be a realist. Like
there was no preseason.
No preseason, but then you gotta. It's called scheduled losses.
Joe, what is any given Sunday, bro?
It's any given Sunday, but that's not the reality.
Because
it's any given Sunday.
Games.
It's any given Sunday, but it's not reality. That only applies to a certain group of teams. The Pittsburgh Steelers is one. They're not expected to be Super Bowl contenders, but if they made it to a certain point, you wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. Every any given Sunday is not created equal.
Oh, my man came.
Like the Browns, we gotta have scheduled losses. Like, and you just gotta keep it real. Like, we were supposed to win this game. We play Washington. We're supposed to beat Washington.
We didn't even look
Cowboys is up in the air. I'm just keeping it real.
Hold on, you understand?
Pittsburgh is up in the air. I'm just keeping it real.
I understand you keep it real, but we didn't even look like opponents that first game.
It's a Super Bowl contender. That's like. This is the equivalent.
That's Super Bowl.
That's like the Clippers going against. That's like the Clippers going against the Cavs. That is like the Lakers going to the Lakers.
We want to use the Clippers.
Bro, I'm just saying. Regular season, Lakers versus Cavs. They gonna look like a shitty team.
Hold on. But we blew them out last year, and we had the same pieces.
That's last year.
Nothing changed.
This is a whole new another year, a whole new another coach, a whole new different scheme.
In the second game, we came close to being
Super Bowl
contenders. We
contenders.
fucking look like puppies.
Bruh, that's like Phoenix Suns going against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Puppies out there.
Phoenix Suns, Milwaukee Bucks. They're supposed to lose.
We was
like Super Bowl. That was their aspirations. Super Bowl. We're trying to get to the playoffs.
Out there,
our aspirations was man. They was talking about Super Bowl.
But what were real Brown fans saying? As long as we can get what we need to get. If we make it to the playoffs, that's a dub. If we don't make it, that's an L. But if we keep going farther, that's just, money in the bag. But we expected playoffs and it didn't happen. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is Cincinnati. We were supposed to win this.
So are
the Ravens, we were supposed to lose it.
Since this is Cincinnati, are we supposed to be impressed by Baker Mayfield's performance?
Yeah, because he still showed up. He still won the game.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Like a fucking real
he ran the ball when he needed to run the ball. He got, because there was tension from media. They was talking about how him and Odell ain't clicking.
He had that chip on his shoulder. You
feel me? They talking about how him and Odell weren't clicking. He made sure Odell got his touches. Mm-hmm. Odell still need a few more touches, but they got the job done.
I don't know. He might not, man. When you running it like that,
coach drew that shit.
It just depends how much Chubbs do.
Oh yeah, he was. Man.
If Chubbs keep,
hey man,
we got to coach the hell of a game.
Hell yeah.
Right. But if Chubbs keep doing what he doing,
coach the Baker's strength, man.
Yeah,
that's what a real coach supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah. Like he's a rhythm player. From what I'm hearing, he's a rhythm guy. Like if he need to get into motion before he can just take off, and he allows him to do that. And that's another reason I feel like. And that's another reason I feel like Baker ain't been given enough clout. Mm-hmm. Just for the simple fact he done had a shitty coach after another shitty coach.
He had four different coaches.
He hasn't had consistency.
In what, 3 years? 4 different coaches in 3 years?
You haven't had consistency, so how do you expect him to be great?
Yeah, basically 2 years. Yeah, in the game, right? Right. That's true. But if y'all want to know any of my tweets, man,
yeah,
Jared is right.
See,
I be tweeting, bro. I be emotional. I don't even know how to tweet this
they
stuff,
lose
man.
it, bro.
But this is funny.
You're a real Cleveland fan.
Like my first tweet was, "What an embarrassing drive."
Oh man,
wow.
This defense is horrible.
Damn.
They couldn't guard an inflatable noodle man. We got the worst defensive backs in the league. Baker is not good in capital letters. Yeah, this was week 1. I was going in, bro.
I was going in.
Sunday.
I woke up and saw him like, bro.
Hey, I'm saying more injuries. We got the softest team in the league.
Damn.
Baker sucks. Sorry, Baker, you had a good week this week, but you're still on my list, bro.
Yeah,
and then my last tweet was actually Kawhi. Kawhi is better than Brown with the shush face.
Oh,
in the way.
Bro, you can segue. Clippers got clipped.
He ain't better. No, I was saying they funny for saying he was better than Brown. Is what I'm trying to say.
Clippers got clipped. And Denver Nuggets came back.
The Warriors, bro.
They was 3-1 and came back. And beat them. This is the first time in the semifinals history, right?
Uh-huh.
Western Conference semifinals.
They pulled the Warriors, man.
They pulled the Warriors.
Yeah, the Warriors.
Yeah, they did that. Didn't they do that?
Yep.
Yeah,
against
to
OKC.
That was in the finals, though.
No,
they lost. I mean, they lost 3-1 in the finals to the Cavs. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was the first one to do that. Come back from 3-1.
But they came back at 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah,
against OKC.
But this is the first time in the ESPN stats. This is the first time in the semifinals that happened.
Yeah, but man, shout out to Denver though.
Much respect.
They have
Much respect to
Denver.
Denver.
Look,
Damn. Yeah, he need to go sit down.
Who?
Man, he can't win with fucking.
It might be over with.
Who?
Blake
Doc
Griffin
Rivers.
and all them.
yeah, they said talking about they might fire him
No. No.
because he didn't change up the rotation.
know,
He can't fucking it up.
COVID. This bubble hit
But
everyone
bro, you know
different.
what's the excuse they say now? They didn't even want to be there. When everybody protested, they
Bruh,
wanted to go.
They gonna give them
The
this
Lakers
year.
ain't want to be there either,
Bruh, they're gonna give
that
him.
don't mean nothing.
They're gonna give them.
Right.
They're gonna give Doc this year. Like we understood, Doc wasn't a good GM/coach, and then they just demoted him to the coach. And what happened? They went to the playoffs and they took Golden State to 6 games. Whoever thought a team would ever take Golden State to 6 games? So I mean, this year they didn't. I mean, if you put the facts together, they didn't have a. You can't skip steps with the Clippers. Point blank, period. You can't skip steps.
The thing
And
is,
they
he
skip steps.
never switched up the rotation.
I get
he
the
missed so many
rotation thing,
shots, but
I
he
get
didn't
the
take Paul
rotation.
George out.
I get the
He
rotation
played
thing.
36 minutes on
That would be dumb to take
36,
Paul George out.
38.
Who are you gonna replace him with? A bench person.
Man, somebody else got in the house. He's
But you
old
saying
right now.
somebody else got to step up.
Right.
But who's really gonna step
But you
up?
didn't get that. You didn't give it that chance though.
Bro, they had 3 games to get a chance.
Games a chance.
So did Paul George though.
So did Paul George.
But you got to give your star the ball.
But
You
he's
gonna
not
just
producing.
sit there? You just gonna sit there and say star? It's only one coach out there that I know got the power to
In
do that shit.
07, Booby wasn't doing shit, but he came out
You said
there.
Booby. Are you really gonna compare Paul George to Booby? That's
I'm just saying.
disrespectful.
Maybe
But they
after
gave
this
Booby a
one.
chance. They gave Booby a chance.
That's disrespectful.
They gave Booby a
Over
chance.
who?
That's what I'm saying.
Over who?
That's what I'm
Even
saying.
the person you're giving them a chance over doesn't equate to who
I'm
Paul
just
George
saying,
is.
you don't know what would happen if you gave that one person a chance.
Yes, we do.
It could have changed the
Because
whole
they had
thing
3
of the
more
series.
chances. So you telling me if LeBron had a shitty series against Denver right now, you gonna take him out?
That's LeBron.
That's
though.
LeBron.
That's the exception.
Anthony
That's
Davis.
what I'm talking-
You're right.
That's the Popeyes.
You're
That
right.
is the
You're right.
Popeyes.
Giannis,
That is the Popeyes too,
Jimmy Butler.
bro. You name all these Popeyes.
No, Jimmy Butler just gave you
Jimmy
14
Butler might
pounds.
take yourself out.
Yeah, you're right.
But are you gonna take him out?
Am I gonna take him out?
Right.
Me personally?
Yes.
Who we talking to? Y'all will sit your ass down.
Bruh.
You
break
just
it
sit
out
down and
here.
think for a minute.
You can't
man.
take Paul George out.
Like you
because
just chill out.
you only got
I don't
3
know what's
scorers
going
on the team, though. You only got 3 scorers on the team.
You forgot who
you
you
got
was.
Kawhi, you got Paul George, and you got Lou Williams.
Pat Beverly.
Pat Beverly, what?
He's defensive.
You
I was trying to
disrespect.
be funny,
That
man.
is a 6 type of
I
nigga.
was trying to be funny.
He gonna give you 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 6
He's gonna
assists.
give you that D, no homo.
6 assists.
And that's a stretch. Bruh.
What Pat Beverly you watching?
Bruh. He on a good day, he'll give you 6 assists. It ain't shit to alley-oop it to Montrezl Harrell, Kawhi Leonard, pull up Paul George or Lou Will. He'll give you 6 on a good day. But who else was gonna score? Reggie Jackson been ineffective. Lou Williams been ineffective. Montrezl Harrell been
Bro, you could have
ineffective.
gave him that chance.
Them
They
niggas-
gave, they gave Booby that chance against Detroit
Bruh.
in 2007.
That was stop bringing up Booby.
You feel me?
And you saw what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. They gave Booby that chance against Detroit.
Kawhi and Paul George flopped. They pulled it
So you
out.
basically saying they wasn't as deep as everybody was trying to say they was on the bench, man.
The only person that went to the finals ever was Paul George and Doc Rivers. Like, them the only niggas that done went to the promised land. Paul George ain't never been.
Go to the finals.
I mean, not Paul George.
I was
Kawhi.
about to say.
My bad.
I
Kawhi,
know
like
LeBron
Paul
made
George
him a
ain't.
few
Paul
times.
George made it to the conference finals. What, twice? But that's about
Did he
it.
make it to the conference finals?
I know he made it at least once.
I think he made
Because that's when he saw that.
They got the
No,
white playing a lot.
no, because the Heat after Paul George, I think they played the Bulls, and that's when Derrick Rose got hurt. Because they was in the final. Anywho.
I don't think he ever went to
Paul
the
George,
conference finals.
Kawhi, you can't skip steps. y'all might have it next year, but right now I'm looking at the Lakers or the Heat winning it all.
Bruh, all them people talking about Kawhi
should have went to the other.
ice in his veins, Cyborg. Bruh, why the fuck did you even leave Toronto, bruh? Like, you have more supporting role players there in Toronto than where you at here in the Clippers. You're right. They not as deep as everybody told them because they was deeper in Toronto. And he did that shit. And you had a nigga like Kyle Lowry as like your Robin.
Don't get Chuck started on Kyle Lowry.
For real. Like, he's the best, shittiest nigga you ever seen.
Exactly.
I'm playing my dude, man. My dude be balling.
He do. That's why he's the
He like one day he give you 35 and 12, and then the next day he give you 7 and 2.
Adjectives around. He's the shittiest, best nigga you ever see.
Damn. It's still the same thing, bro.
No, because you part of the best.
Man.
You're the best, but you
like...
the shitty of the best. The other one, you's the best of the
They
shitty.
went to the second round.
It's still shitty.
No. Out of all the greats, you're at the bottom. But other one, out of all the worthless ones, you're the top. See? Which one you rather be?
Stop, bro.
Kyle Lowry. You know,
Bro, you had Gasol, Siakam.
Why you say it like that?
All them niggas, Toronto was deep. You had Ibaka.
Right.
Shit don't make no sense.
Bruh.
He said he was tired of that.
Nobody could have shut down Ibaka but LeBron.
I swear don't do
Doc
so.
Rivers gotta go.
They gonna give him this year.
He's fucked up.
It's just time has passed him by.
At the end of the day, he still made it to the. He still made it.
I know. I'm trash, but Paul George.
Right.
I know.
And that's the thing. I put more blame on them two niggas because they weren't even making shots.
Bruh,
You saw that shot Paul George
He
did?
was talking all that shit about the load management and the LeBron shit.
together they made 24 points. Kawhi.
All that to lose.
Kawhi and what's his name?
I guess they
And
just
Paul
do
George.
whatever.
I just only thought about when Kyrie and LeBron together made 80.
I remember he was
That one game in the finals. Together they made 80. Kyrie and LeBron. Y'all just made 24. What the fuck going on?
10.
10 and 14.
Yup, 10.
Kawhi was anointed the best player in the world for no reason. Too early.
Baby, what was that?
What it do, baby?
What it do, baby?
I don't want to hear no
Damian
one else.
Cancun invitation.
Okay, we gotta
no
move on.
longer.
We gotta move on to the next NBA shit, bro. The Heat causing trouble out here. The Heat is a great team. Like, them niggas good. That's the way I just gotta put it. What Houston? I'm about to say Houston. Boston down. What was this 2-0? 2-0, man. And the Heat just doing their thing. Like,
Jimmy Butler's about to introduce a whole new thing about how you can. He gonna do a infomercial on how I can come and make your team great. He gonna buy the DVD or stream my shit online.
nah,
I
I can't do
make one
that.
At 3 o'clock in the morning.
Cause
Loud as
all
fuck.
Right.
He can't do that
fell
with Philly.
asleep.
I mean, he kind of did it with Philly,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
not
yeah,
really.
he went, bro.
No, not
Philly
Them dudes.
and all the teams he done been on, it let you be
Was he
known.
with the Timberwolves too?
Yes,
Yeah.
listen.
Oh yeah. I
And don't forget, he started
Let's start at the
Chicago.
beginning.
He told the truth.
Let's start at the beginning. Chicago. When Fred Hoiberg was there, Jimmy Butler let it be known, you too soft. You got 3 stars between Rondo, at the time, Rondo, D-Wade, and Jimmy. Get a handle on your team. It ain't work out. He gets traded to Minnesota. He come into practice like, can't none of y'all niggas see me.
My nigga Jimmy Buckets, I remember that shit too. He was talking shit.
He took the 3rd stringers. He took a broom, a mop,
How does the
and a
NBA
janitor
have
and dropped buckets on the starters.
That's right.
And then he sat there and inspired the starters. Like, look, he said it to the public. I told them niggas, Karl Anthony Towns, you the best player on this team. A. Wiggins, you the most talented player on this team. We need to be winning. Called them niggas out, but inspired them at the same time. And what they do? Whine the management.
Yep.
Whine the management. He being too mean to me.
Oh, I need a boo boo.
So what happens? He gets traded to Philly, where we don't know who team it is
Trust the
between Ben
process.
Simmons and
Just
Joel
trust it.
Embiid.
Just trust
And
the
he's sitting here
process.
looking at the coach like, it's okay to coach me harder. I can take it. But then coach sitting there looking at Embiid like, is this the right?
I'm trusting the process.
Is this the right play to make? He looking at man. He didn't know who was in charge. So what happens? He leave and go to some real
Yo,
niggas.
shout out to Eric Spoelstra too.
He don't get enough
Can
credit.
we
He
talk about that?
don't. He don't get enough.
He got
credit.
2 rings. Call
I
it what you
remember niggas
want.
was talking the most shit when LeBron and D Wade and what's the last
Chris Bosh.
Bosh was
Damn,
there.
that's disrespectful.
I'm so sorry. I mean, I've been off the drink, so forgive me.
Chris Bosh, man.
Yeah.
No respect.
People was like, oh, they running over Eric Spoelstra, but you see it now though. That nigga was the key.
Yeah, I mean,
he a good coach.
How long we been there, bro?
Since they got together, and probably like 3 years before.
Pat Riley just keep making it work. Keep making it work.
Because he had D Wade before they got there. So
when Mike Bibby was a point guard.
Damn, I forgot about him.
Right.
Being a point guard. But then, so that's what? That's 2020, man. That was in.
That's a smooth 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, so he's been here a decade. And they ain't been doing nothing but winning. He done took. Even before they got Jimmy Butler, bro, they was still competitive trying to get a seed and all that. Mm-hmm. Bro, that's crazy, man. He do not get enough credit, man, at all. And he ain't got the superstars no more. So, you know what I'm saying? What can
it's like it's like the Nuggets now. Like you have a team full of just good people doing their job.
It's Pat Riley too, though, man.
Pat Riley too, yeah. Pat
Riley.
Pat Riley was at the Knicks when they
might
was
be the
winning.
best executive ever, bro.
Yep.
Seriously. How he take this team, man?
Mafia status,
bro.
He be sitting out there in the crowd too. He don't be up there in the suites. He be out there in the crowd too.
Man, he got control of the whole everything,
you gonna see
bro.
the bling reflecting off the shit like.
Yeah, man. So shout out to the Heat.
For real,
After that, the Boston second loss though. Apparently in the locker room, like Marcus Smart was yelling from the showers or just yelling or something like that. Man. They said he was yelling. No, they said he left and went to the showers and was still yelling in the locker room. That's the last thing I saw. But y'all told me it was between him and Jason Tatum.
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown was arguing or something like that?
It's supposed to, man, because at the end of the day,
they was up like 17.
If they didn't keep the game last motherfucking in the semis and shit, bruh, they was looking sketchy against
Jaylen Brown was hitting them threes. Jaylen Brown was hitting them threes at the end, except for like that last one that would have made it like tied. I think.
So from what I've watched on ESPN and Fox Sports, apparently after the L, Marcus Smart come in there just saying like, y'all niggas tripping. Mm-hmm. Jaylen Brown stands up for the team like, look, if we keeping it real, you took a three that you shouldn't have took. And then that's when they got into it.
He took a three that you shouldn't have took.
And he's working smart.
I don't think nothing of it. I feel like you're supposed to be mad after an L like this.
He was hot though. I think you should be mad at everybody. We was up 17.
Right.
We all didn't do our part.
You should. For real. It ain't the right thing, the quote unquote right thing to do. But you should just let that nigga just go off on the team and just kept that shit pushing.
At all, man. 74-94.
You said what?
74-94 Lakers.
Oh.
About 20.
I didn't expect that though.
When LeBron said he respects this team to the utmost, our basketball club respects this team to the utmost. People can't read between the lines. He let it be known. Okay, we ain't finna play with y'all niggas. Like Kawhi and them played with y'all. Y'all was in some entitled little fucks. Call it what you want. Everybody was expecting them to beat the Lakers. Everybody was expecting them to get it all. Denver just came in and was like, hold on. But Lakers said, when they interviewed LeBron, they talked about Kawhi. He was like, I just watched the game from a basketball fan's, his political ass. I watched the game from a basketball fan's point of view. And, when it got close, I put my thinking cap on it, I just watched the teams. And I was like, okay, now we got to adjust our games to the, who we're about to play. And he was like, I take nothing away from the Nuggets. Our team has the utmost respect for them. You ain't hearing it. We going to take y'all niggas serious. Like, we ain't about to play with y'all dudes. Lakers in 3.
Well, we'll see, man. But, yeah, this game right now currently going on is not
and Davis got 24-9.
It ain't looking pretty for Denver.
LeBron about to get a triple-double.
Anthony Davis I think he has the most points per game versus a team out of any player in the league or something, and it's against Denver. So that was already. I heard that this morning. I'm like, dang. Well,
they be finding these stats.
Yeah,
they be reaching for these stats.
Well, I mean, numbers don't lie, I guess, though.
Some numbers.
So we knew that they was gonna have a problem with him, but I honestly, be honest with you, man, I thought the guards was gonna cause an issue. But then I also thought the guards was gonna cause an issue for the Lakers when they was playing Houston. But clearly they figured out Westbrook can't shoot. So we about to play. I'm
this
gonna be
is-
at the elbow.
This is my only gripe with Jamal Murray. He just short. And I'm short.
That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, dude. Because all you got to do is put LeBron on him. And I'm going to put my hand. Like, he get his jump shots. Like, Jamal Murray pull up. Like, I give him that respect. Like, Jamal Murray, he going to pull up. All you got to do, okay, I'm tall. like, and I'm short.
Steve Nash was short.
I mean, Steve Nash, we're not going to compare Jamal Murray to Steve Nash. We ain't going to disrespect these Steve Nash like that.
Jamal Murray just started, though, man. He got the potential, though.
He got potential, but he not Steve Nash.
He
Steve
sorta does.
Steve Nash.
We getting off topic.
He'll drop 30 and 11.
Speaking of Steve
Jamal
Nash,
Murray going to drop 40 and 1. You feel me? Like,
Damn.
I ain't trying to hate the nigga, but if we going to compare him to Steve Nash going to have 11 assists behind
So,
his 35
okay.
points.
What does that have to do with the Celtics locker room trouble?
Jason Tatum need to...
Basically, that they are finished, and we have moved on to the next
Right.
topic.
Steve Nash, speaking of
Yeah.
Steve Nash,
They're done.
this dude got a coaching position. Coaching position. Is it confirmed yet?
Yeah, it's been
That was
confirmed.
confirmed with the Brooklyn Nets. Before our homie Mark Jackson, who's been like,
Who said our home?
I'm just saying.
I mean, don't worry. He gonna have company too in a minute. Doc Rivers.
Whoever thought? I think Steve Nash even came out to say it's because it was white privilege.
He
What?
He didn't say
No,
that?
he didn't.
I'm about to say,
No,
when
he
did
didn't
that
say
happen?
that specifically. So this is how it happened. He got announced as
Fucking headlines. Get
he
you
got
every time.
announced as the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. And Stephen A. Smith. He came out at first before he went on to his little rant. He sat there and said Steve Nash is deserving of the job. He is a great ass player. He probably will be a great ass coach. He started pulling his credentials and shit. But then he was like, this is just another example of white privilege. Like, he has not coached a team ever.
Right. And Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson has, Tyronn Lue has, Sam Cassell, an assistant coach who, if you're going to just pull up somebody who hasn't had head coaching experience, you could pull Sam Cassell. You could pull a few of these black, coaches out here. So that's what Stephen A. was saying. And then when Steve Nash got asked about what Stephen A. said, he was like, I admit there's white privilege out here. And I admit that, I sometimes have been a product of it. And he spoke knowledge of it. He didn't sit there and just stray away from it. He let it be known, like, I get it. It's out here. But I do feel like I'm going to be a good coach and this, that, or the other. So when he just said, yeah, it was white privilege, he was just answering a question that someone had asked him. But, I mean,
That is crazy as fuck.
they needed a coach like that because Kyrie really going to listen to? Who Kevin Durant really going to listen to? He barely listened to Steve Kerr. He got 2 rings with him.
A legend.
Man, if they even step on the court.
They said he got a lot of respect for Steve Nash.
That's Obi-Wan Sensei. That's why.
Right.
So even though it's late in the game, what is our current NBA predictions? Mine's is
Lakers Heat.
Yeah.
Lakers.
I think that's
LeBron get
everybody.
another easy ring, and just leave it at that.
That ain't his fault this
None
time.
of his rings were, what ring was easy?
The
The
first
one against
he got,
OKC, stop
the
it.
season was short.
The one he got with OKC, that was a
He wasn't even
breeze.
supposed to get that one.
The season was short.
But when he played him, that shit was a breeze.
Then after that, boom, boom, boom. His hardest one was when he was with Cleveland.
Yup.
Yeah, it was.
The
And look,
Spurs.
lo and
He said
behold
it's something that
again,
means the
another
most,
short
though.
season.
Huh?
He said that one means the most, though, don't it?
Oh, well, hope
Where we at
so.
now? Easy ring, man. If this one don't
But
get
this-
an asterisk,
This ain't his fault,
This
though.
is no, but this is
Right.
what I've been
This is not
saying
his
about
fault.
this. This how I feel about this.
And it's not fake basketball. People saying this is fake
This,
basketball.
thank you,
it's
Jared.
real.
Hold on, let me make my
It's
point.
ball.
I don't
That's
think, I don't
my
think this
point,
is
though.
fake basketball.
This is what I'm going to tell you. This is where I get upset. What is this asterisk thing, man? Everybody had to deal with COVID.
Right.
Everybody that made it to the bubble is in the same predicament, though. It's
no
not like
no
the Lakers got there and was
real.
like, y'all get 15 points as soon as y'all start the game, y'all get the lead. I mean,
no,
come on now.
motherfucker.
Everybody got the same situation.
Yeah,
though.
right. That's what I'm saying. As far as the
Right.
whole season should have got an asterisk. But this year, I mean, motherfuckers is balling, but it's just like the situation this time, I'm not knocking it. It's real. But it's like, this an easy one for them. Not saying he wasn't gonna end up getting it anyway, but it's like this one gonna be easy. Because who's to say if they would have just continued the motherfucking shit out?
This ain't his fault though.
It ain't. But
because
if
Giannis got injured,
whole scenario, man.
Giannis got injured. The Clippers was bullshitting, and the Celtics about to poop out.
That's what I'm saying. When it came for a time for people to step up, they ain't step
It
up.
ain't
Right.
his fault.
Outside of Milwaukee,
People was talking about the Clippers.
People
People was talking about the Clippers all year, and they ain't step up. Clippers, Lakers, Western Conference Finals. Where the fuck they at? They Cancun with
chilling, sipping on some pina coladas, watching the playoffs.
Right.
Like I can't stand this nigga LeBron. I ain't even play this nigga.
So that's all I gotta say. Niggas didn't step up. Excuse me. I didn't mean to say like that, but you get what I'm saying. All right. Excuse me. Man, it is now the month of September, and COVID's still here. It's been here for 6 months now. Like, having March, it's probably been here since longer than that, but like March, that's when stuff started holding up.
Anthony Davis, when I last said it, he had 24-9. Right now, he got 33-10. LeBron got 15, 6, and 11, and Lakers up 103-79.
Well,
I mean, who did they expect?
Exactly.
Who expects this? Who didn't expect
33-10. What I said.
I just hope it's not a sweep for the Nuggets, but I mean, if it is,
Lakers in 3. Yeah, 3.
Like I said, we got the utmost respect for y'all, but that was just like a shot at Kawhi for saying that.
Okay.
And we've been watching y'all.
Right. We gonna take y'all serious.
No adjustments need to be made. We been studying the film. Man, but yeah. COVID's still out here strong, man.
They
about
here
to be
long enough,
fall.
and they got an address now. You can find them, you know.
Oh, COVID? Just looking up in the phone book?
They are 6
Google
months
that
in.
shit. Where is that?
They are
Google.
established.
Where's COVID at right
here.
only thing I can say about that is I understand that some countries are having like relapses now, but man, countries literally had smooth transition, bruh. Like, what is it? Was it New Zealand or something? Bro, they have like no cases. Like how?
I would say
it's just funny to me that America can't figure this out.
Okay, you're right.
Like,
I would say because of the landmass comparison between us and New Zealand, but Canada figured that shit.
Canada figured it out.
Canada fucking figured. They don't got as many people, but landmass size, they shit is bigger. Like
They are the North.
I'm just saying, how did other people figure it out for a minute? Like,
right.
Because look who we have at the top.
It's our leadership clearly
right.
failed us during this whole shit.
Like, I mean,
They probably been trying to get at us and fuck around.
Right.
Trump was like, put them on the block list. Put them on the block list. No messages or phone calls will be received from this. Do you choose to delete the conversation? Yes.
That's what I was saying before. Like, you know, all these countries, you know, geographically wise, they're not as big as us, but Canada figured it out. So, what the fuck we doing? I don't even know what's Russia doing.
let's just keep it real. Everyone has figured it out,
Right.
except us. Like, let's
You don't
not
know what Russia doing.
let's not overthink this. Like, damn near everyone has figured it out, but us. When we say, well, it might have been this. No, it was that. Like, let's just keep it real. Like, people, when we
was doing good
when we
for
think about
3 or 4
propaganda and
months.
shit like that, sometimes we like to overly think it with a bunch of what ifs. Look at it straightforward, like you would if it was your dude sitting across from you. We, our administration, our higher ups, our leaders, quote unquote, has failed us. And most of the people in the world have figured it out except us. Like, it still is ridiculous.
Bruh, I saw this thread on Facebook, and it's like, non-Americans, which I really think about America. They said lack of critical thinking skills, something else, and all this other stuff. Like,
That's how other people view us.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
like, you know, we hope for y'all the best, but
This is what we think
I'm
about.
gonna just say with the COVID thing and with 2020 period, man, it just showed that America
Shit.
is not what the hell we thought. You know, what America is not what they portray to us as Americans.
we're ratchet with a Gucci
like we're
belt
really,
on.
yeah,
Like,
literally,
for real.
right, yeah.
We're ratchet,
real.
ratchet with a
Like
Gucci
this
belt
is a damn shame, man.
Right.
on. Like, It's just crazy. Like, our leadership has failed us, and people won't listen. People still think it's conspiracy. And then I haven't seen them 5Gers in a minute, though.
Oh, man, that shit was the dumbest thing. That was the dumbest thing I ever heard. It was led by Carrie Hilson.
It wasn't led by her. People were saying that before.
Dude,
people like, no, I did my research.
Level, bro.
But they have like these websites, bro. You know how these websites be looking when people, especially when people be sharing fake articles. Like, bro, what the fuck is this website?
Right. Looney Tunes, MickeyMouseClubhouse.com.
Bro. If you just look up the website, it would be like, this website is a hoax. If you just Google the website, like, what type of website is that, bro? And you shared an article on Facebook. What's going on, man? Come on. Look at this shit.
Yeah, gotta be careful. Avoid that rabbit hole, bro.
You definitely gotta avoid the rabbit. Speaking of avoiding rabbit holes, the PS5 released a couple of days ago.
Well, it didn't release. Pre-orders.
It pre-ordered. Sorry, they pre-ordered. They had the showcase Wednesday?
Yeah.
It was Wednesday. And they announced the price. The regular edition is $4.99. The all digital is $3.99. Nothing difference between any of them specs-wise, except for one has a disc drive and one doesn't.
I would rather have a disc drive.
And
I'm thinking, bro.
I like my physical media. I ain't gonna lie. But before all of this, let's go back to like March. Sony says, we let you guys know beforehand, way beforehand, where pre-orders go out. They did that showcase Wednesday. They said, you'll be able to take pre-orders the next day. You know what the retailers did? Fuck that shit. We're doing this shit as soon as this ends. Walmart, Best Buy, Target, all of them was accepting pre-orders by that evening. I had a disc drive version, $4.99 version, in my cart at Best Buy. It was in my cart. I saw it up in the right-hand corner with a cart with the number 1 by it. Saying it's one item in your cart. I hit checkout. Some server, some shit like that. We can't do it this right now. Do it again. Some server can't do this shit. Do it again. Some server. Bruh.
Buffering.
PS5 is not confirmed.
Buffering.
PS5 is not secure for me. I ain't gonna lie. I know it's this little joke PS5 secure, but it has not been secure for me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, Sony lied to us about a lot of this shit. For real.
I don't think it was that they lied.
No, they definitely did lie.
Listen.
I didn't get to the other thing they lied about.
I feel like it's more so they just couldn't handle what they were about to get.
They couldn't handle. I said like the retailers couldn't handle that, and that's why they should have warned them. But they definitely did lie because they also said we believe in generations. Xbox came out and said this thing like we don't believe in generations. Everything available on the Xbox Series X and Lockout versus Series S, the lower end version, will be available on the Xbox One X and things like that on the previous gen versions. Sony came out and said we believe in generations. And, you know, and they said like doing cross-gen stuff, you know, not supporting cross-gen or something like that as well. But after that showcase, you found out that new Spider-Man Miles Morales also going to be available on PS4.
Ugh.
You're right.
Ugh.
That new Horizon Forbidden West going to be available on PS4.
Ugh.
It's gonna be, so, like, what the heck? Like, that's what I'm saying. That's like
the only reason I got 2K is just because I needed 2K in my life. I already know how it's
speaking of 2K,
I
I think 2K slacking too because they ain't showing the next gen version either.
Right.
Like how they did with the last year. You remember they had that commercial about the one for the Xbox One and PS4, how it's supposed to look. They ain't do that shit. So I feel like they slacking on that end too. Like, and then the game's gonna be $10 more.
I already knew that was gonna happen. Everybody should have known that was gonna happen.
I think it was gonna happen. It should have happened last year because like games be costing like as much as movies to make.
Right.
100 mil.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's not even adding in the marketing budget. And, you know, because them commercials be going on ESPN.
Right.
But they lied about that. Like you said, like because when you do for my audience don't know, when you have cross-gen like that, you always have to scale down the version. You can't make that newer version on the new gen as big as you want it to be because you have to make sure it will work on the generation before. So when you find out about Spider-Man being available on PS4, and then you had the developer saying it can only work on PS5 and all this shit, only possible on PS5 and all the other things like that. Expounded that language too, and then found out it's on PS4.
I knew the new Spider-Man game wasn't gonna be what I wanted it to be when they said this wasn't a continuation of the Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Think it was supposed to be like another whatever.
It wasn't DLC, but it was supposed to be more in tune to that. You ever played that Uncharted Lost Legacy
with the two young ladies?
Yeah,
no,
that was still dope. Like it was bigger than DLC, but it's not as big as full game. But it's not as big as full game, but that was still like a dope thing. Like that is possible. That's why I thought that's what they said to look at more as like that, like a spin-off or whatever. It's not Spider-Man 2, but it's just like Miles Morales' story.
Right. Mm-hmm. But I'm still copping the 5.
That's everybody. Everybody's still copying it though. Like, but they don't trust Sony. They don't give Sony that trust. Then they like Xbox
right,
been more transparent about it.
I'm waiting in line,
bro. I hope. That's what I want to know. Like pre-order inventory is set aside already. But,
yeah.
But when you walk in inventory is something else, right? It's always additional inventory.
Yeah, that's true. But how we know they gonna really deliver on your shit now? For real.
Amazon fucked up already when it was available. They said that people emailed, sorry, we can't send this to you on the delivery day that they released.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's Amazon's fault. They the only ones sending that. I knew Amazon was gonna do that bullshit. That's why I don't even like order my games and shit through Amazon anymore. I do that shit through Best Buy. And you get that shit a day earlier for new games. For real.
No.
You get that shit a day earlier.
I'll wait.
I was doing that shit all through Amazon. That's what I'm saying. Last year I waited till not last year, but last year I waited till around December.
I did too.
To get my shit.
I can't do it this year.
So we'll see if it. I doubt it though, because but Sony said they're gonna try to keep up with demand because they got like Delta Air Freight, like yeah, instead of like shipping it over on like boats and shit, they spending that guap to do like air freight.
Man, look, they gotta figure out that shit got Rona. So that's another stop.
Well, they already said Rona's not on services though. It's just
they gonna say that shit.
Niggas don't know what.
They don't know what the hell is Rona doing.
It's from
Rona do what she want to do. If it's her girl,
Rona doing her.
Right.
She in the hood.
They don't know what the hell.
They could do anything. They do some karate out here.
Right. Got hands.
Got hands like Cobra Kai.
Right.
Like Segway.
Just laying motherfuckers down.
Right, bro. I just got hip to this show. I'm kind of salty. I just got hip to this show because it was on YouTube Red at first. I'm like, oh, it's on some YouTube shit. I'm thinking it's corny. Right. I did hear some people say it was good. But Cobra Kai is a series. It's a sequel series to the Karate Kid movies from the 80s. And let me tell you, that shit is dope. Like, I'm really liking that shit. That shit actually, like, blurs the lines of, like, what is the bully or who is the bully? Or, like, we all have, like, maybe this bully in us or whatever like that. If you didn't know, the original Karate Kids movie was about, the underdog kid rising up against the bullies, beating their ass, in this karate championship. They've been teasing him all along, but this shows you a different perspective of the bully side. He wasn't really a bully. He was just like, yo, what's going on and all this other shit. And then he had a fucked up life at home as well. And then when you get older, like the person who you thought was the underdog and like the good guy is not really the good guy. He can be a dick himself sometimes too. So that's why I'm like really messing with this series too. For real, it's like with the martial arts and then like the morality between everybody, like it's good and bad between everybody. You don't know. It's like life. You don't know who's good, who's bad. It's a lot of gray area. Like this show has a surprising amount of depth with its characters, and then its relations and stuff too. Like you have with the dude creating Cobra Kai. He has this dude. He's his number one guy is actually dating the girl of his rival, his daughter of his rival.
Right.
And then his rival's also training his son. And it's just like, man, all these relations is just crazy. Like, how this shit's just going to come to a head.
Like, it's still hella messy, tit for tat, because honestly, in real life, Daniel's son, you was a funny looking motherfucker.
I'm like, this nigga still looking the
just saying. Looking the same, a funny looking motherfucker. And it's like this. You dipped your nose in some real bullshit. Like, dude, what the fuck? That was the other way around. Like, what the fuck is this kid, son?
And then you see people actually
and get Jay, like, dude, go on with that crane kick, bro.
Right, yeah, that's how the bitch like, what's wrong with this? He just punched me. That's why they jaded him back in the day. Like, what's wrong with this dude, bro?
Like, hold up.
I was
You
just
supposed
my
to set up
girlfriend.
first. Time out. Let me get set up first. No, bro.
This is my girlfriend. Like,
Right. What is you doing, Daniel? Stay out there in this
Captain
red.
Civil.
and he said he tried to date that shit. He haven't seen it in months, and that's when he did that other trick when he had the shower hose on them and sprayed them around Halloween or some shit. Like, just shit dope though.
Sometimes leave shit alone, bro. Do you?
That's what I'm saying at first. Like, there's a lot of misunderstanding going on between the characters. They sit down and talk, but until it's lightweight spoilers, because Daniel's son didn't know he was teaching his rival's son, and then when his rival found out he was teaching his son, like, fuck you, because they was going good for a minute. They was out drinking and shit. Like, we about to dead this shit, but saw he was teaching his son. That's what shit just went left. Like, oh, ain't no going back after
Messy.
that.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Too. And then, like, he should have told his student, you know, not to do them dirty tricks at the championship against old dude. I mean, he did tell him, but like really enforce that shit. But he got on their ass when they got back, and he was doing because his opponent's shoulder was hurt, which is actually wasn't that dude who owns Cobra Kai's son. His shoulder was hurt, and his student was fighting against his son, and his student was just attacking that shoulder so he can win. Which, you know,
Like the shit was in the original movie, and he was fucking with his motherfucking knee.
right.
All that. That shit, this saga continues.
Bruh, but like the beginning of season 2 lit though, cause like old dude came out, I'm like, damn, that you thought was supposed to be. I ain't gonna say.
Oh, the damn, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say. But yo, it's dope. I thought it was gonna be on some corny shit,
dude.
but it's not on some corny shit. Like, this shit lit, and I just saw the trailer for it. I can't wait. I know I just talked a lot about it. Then what y'all got to say about Cobra Kai?
I fucks with it, but it's like it's just to see this motherfucker. He's a funny looking dude.
He's still funny. He still talks the same way too.
Right, like you ain't that one bit. You stick to script.
Bro, his funny as fuck. His son is fat as fuck.
Pause. Time out. I'm sorry, Jerry. Can you show me that again, John? Alrighty. Breaking news. At Kanye West. As I read, I am the head of Adidas. I will bring Adidas and Puma back together.
I saw that shit.
And bring me and Jay back together. Mm-hmm. All Puma designs are embarrassingly
trash. Yeah, I saw that.
But I will personally design Puma and Adidas and make everything okay.
That's what's up, Kanye.
Sounds like a good ass presidential candidate.
That's a nice segue. What's the next topic?
Y'all ain't gonna say anything about Cobra Kai? Okay.
It's a good show, man.
Right,
Check
you
it out.
said it all, Fred.
Netflix need to pay us for plugging them.
The Boys. To me, man, I just hate it's done weekly now, but I feel like it's better than every way the first season. Like, even like the slower episodes, like we could break down the last episode, was supposed to be about love and how like people are just denied love, whether it's Starfire and Huey. I mean, Starlight and Huey. Frenchie trying to get against Himiko when she's like mourning her brother's death. That shit just went wrong. I don't know why that nigga just thought I'm just gonna kiss her.
Thirsty.
Thirsty, bro. Becca and Butcher, and how he's denied that, and then our main guy, Homelander, but he just let go of love. He's one that's loved by the world and all that stuff. But Stormfront went on like, she said, "I'm just doing this with 5 guys and I'm paying them RB cards. Like, you just got to get with the times, bro." Like, it created memes and stuff about Homelander, like. It said, but I'm mad about the fact though. She's saying that's Vaught's fault for like 56 people being dead. Like, bitch, no, that's you. You went through them projects to kill them,
bruh. This is when I knew
she on her Trump shit,
bruh. Right. Mm-hmm. This is when I knew Homelander was on his other shit,
bruh. We all do.
He pull up to the cabin real smooth, like, and he opened the door. And next thing you know, you see the dead chick.
Madam Still Will.
Yeah. And you, in your head, you're like, swear to God, they done pulled some scandal.
I thought it was a vision
type shit. And then next thing you know, it's the doppelganger, and he
Mimic,
just go
yeah.
back into a just straight old white dude.
Right.
Balding white dude.
Balded white.
Homelander get livid like, bruh, change back before I smack your face off. And he changed back to a bitch and put some milk on his fingers and.
Straight S&M, like,
You
bruh,
feel me?
I'm
Like,
just,
this
it's
what
just
you
the
want,
concept was
Homelander?
right.
Like-
Exactly.
Here's what you did. This is your hero.
Right, and I was like, no, this nigga's wild after that. But it gets wilder. Like, if you thought him just drinking, keeping that breast milk in stores, and then him just drinking it.
Bro, he take that shit like that shit lemonade, bro.
Killing it.
My nigga be
I
counting
never
that
had
shit
lemonade like
like
this. Be tugging the fuck out of that shit,
You
too.
feel
Like,
me?
bruh.
Like,
come on,
Homelander
man.
be tripping. Shout out to
He's like my favorite person for all the wrong reasons. Like, bruh.
shout out to Anxiety, man. He got him some ass.
Right. No, shout out to Mother's Milk, because we found out, like, him and his father was, you know, real close. And he's, like, chasing after what his father
Right.
for. We don't get, like, what happened with him and his father involved. But, you know, shout out for us knowing his backstory and shit like
Not
that.
yet. Not yet. Probably
I'm
never.
calling
And
it.
that's, and I found out that
I'm
free
calling
food shit,
it.
he's wearing a Black Panther shirt.
I'm calling it. The president of Vault gonna be his daddy.
Nah, it's
Black
not
guy?
his thing.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I'm calling it.
I don't think so. Man, shout out to the boys, man. Each episode
Good show.
keeps getting better.
Amazon be dropping some good shit, though.
Yeah, every time we got dropping good shit. Hunters, that was our shit
Man,
with
that was
John,
my shit.
with Don Julio.
Right.
They just need to announce the second season. I think they did, but
I hope so.
that shit. I mean, what else was out right now, man? Like,
Netflix steadily dropping shit, so it's hard.
bruh, Netflix been keeping shit in the tuck.
Bruh, I can't keep up.
Like doing all
I
this
wish for
shit.
days like this back in the day.
Bruh.
Like Netflix always like, let me tell you something about Netflix. Like for one,
We got shows on Shopper shows. They released a couple this week.
Netflix for one, they are what it is. They started off putting DVDs in the mail and now look at them. Look at you go. Like
Look at you blossom.
they said right. They done
beautiful
set
young lady, your man.
And you
like
crazy
they done set the
fucker.
tone. But like once they finally found out who they are and just was making bands, could just spin bands on whatever. This is how it be. For most of the year, you're gonna get horrible content. But then between this time, between October and January, you just get hit with that thrax.
Bruh, I swear through
They
the
did that
COVID,
shit early.
Yeah, they started with Ozark.
Bruh, they killed it with Ozark. Bruh, it's just, it's too much. Like,
too much.
it's some animes that go hard. It's some fucking movies that go hard.
There's some
Shout out to Power
documentaries
Pop-
that go hard.
Right.
High Score, I seen the High Score shit about games. That shit is pretty good.
About who? Games?
Video games.
I wanted to watch it.
That
I
shit
ain't
is
never
good
get
as
to
fuck.
it.
And they actually go in depth about the black guy who made the first cartridge, video game cartridge.
Yeah.
So like he came up with the concept of console gaming.
Did he get paid for it? Hell
No,
no.
because you know
Black dude,
Atari. Yeah, that was a black dude. Atari, you know, took their idea. You know, that's when because he was developing for some other console. Atari saw that idea and just went.
Oh, let me see.
Yank? What's this?
Oh, you just giving your ideas out, huh?
Colonizers.
Right.
So fucked up, bro.
So they make sure to say that about him. I always see him every year doing Black History Month, like on these game sites though. Like
He the go
for console gaming, because games would still have been in arcades and shit. And for you to ever like buy games in the store and come up with the idea like we can make consoles,
That's crazy.
put this shit in the home environment.
Because you think how many motherfucking real spot, better yet, you know, arcades that faded to the wind. Like, what are they now?
But Dave and Buster's, that's it.
But David, I mean, but
That's
you would
it,
think
that's
about
it.
right,
Exception.
Right, that's
Dave
the
and Buster's
exception.
is like, yeah, arcades used to be like deep and stuff. Like even in like movie theaters, when you go
Right.
see their arcades, they still there, but it's only be like what 3 machines,
If that.
if
I
that.
swear, at the gig, I just tripped on it because it's like they got the video game shaped like the video game, but it's like they got the package deals in this bitch. It's like one of them got motherfucking Pac-Man, Gallagher.
It just be
all
small
they
as
little
fuck.
brand. No, it's a big ass game. You can play the thing. You can
like an arcade.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the cabinet.
arcade in the cabinet on the game shelf. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
That
you
shit
can play the.
crazy.
It's crazy. It's like one that had motherfucking Jungle Hunt, motherfucking
crystal cubes, motherfucking Spy Hunter. The shit was crazy as fuck. I was like, damn.
I swear that house in Florida is the most I've seen arcade cabinets that close together in vicinity
Oh,
in a long time.
Very true, right? Like, you got a skee ball machine, you got basketball. Yeah, you right.
Like I was like,
You had Batman
racing, Batman racing.
You had Alien.
We had the Pac-Man battle.
Yeah,
I didn't
you're
know it
right,
was a
man.
Pac-Man
You don't
battle.
see that.
And there was the other cabinet, like you said, with just all these games on there. But it had like just Jackie Chan games. Like, what's Jackie Chan 1 or 2?
I never even heard this shit.
Yeah, that's what we said. But we looked at them. They were just like old school Mortal Kombat rip-offs. Like, bruh,
Just with
this boy was like copy.
Just with Jackie Chan fighting himself.
Bruh, it was just like this copyright infringement. It was like, no, it was like no-name people and shit. Like, who is this guy?
Mark Quinn,
Right.
Jackie
David
Chan and the
Bowie.
others.
We're on.
We're on.
It's crazy, bro.
Man,
Right.
speaking of new shows and stuff like that, Power Book Ghost has been out for 2 episodes, and I'm just saying, like, it's cool. Like, at first, I was skeptical, like, man, they want me to root for Tasha and Tariq when they killed my nigga Ghost. Spoilers, who haven't
Right.
seen the end of Power, but how? Ghost was trying to better himself, things like that. Yeah, he was an asshole, but as soon as people couldn't benefit from him no more, that's when everybody wanted to kill him. That's how I took it as. You know, I was trying to. I mean, Tommy saw the light. But anyway, like, but I'm low-key starting rooting for this little dude, Tyreek. Like, the way he checked this one dude on
Not
episode
me.
2. The way he checked Kane on episode 2.
I was mad about that.
Why you was mad?
I feel like that was so forced and so fake, man.
For real?
You got Kane who's basically like Kanan. About to get checked by Tariq. Man, stop, bro.
Bro, but he made his prerogative to get
He
back
made
in
a
the car.
point. He did
And I'm
enlighten
saying,
him
man,
on something. But come on now,
it's his
this is a street
prerogative 'cause he
guy.
played
This is a street guy.
Bobby Brown.
And talking to Tariq.
Yeah.
How Tariq go school him on street stuff, bro?
I mean, he knows about the shit.
Like that,
His
that
father
was
didn't
kind of
tell
like
him everything, but
you know
he knows.
what, like,
But his
I
mother
mean,
gave him the game though too.
But man, she ain't really give him nothing, man. She had this nigga selling drugs, bro. She didn't help none of it. She was
She was
setting
selling
him up for
drugs.
failure,
She was
bro.
selling drugs out the daycare.
She was setting him up for failure, bro.
You know Tasha was doing that. You see the end of the last season? She was selling drugs out the daycare.
You know what? The funny thing is, man, like she said in one of the episodes, man, that boy loves his mother, but do she love him though? That's how I always feel about their relationship.
Clearly, because she's stupid as
used
fuck.
him for
The way she lying
yeah,
for.
like bro, she been stupid in this, man. This is
She has been stupid.
It shows me like y'all really not nothing without Ghost, bro. Like he really was like y'all think peace and everything, man. Y'all just didn't understand it. Like y'all was just stupid. Y'all didn't.
As soon as
get
they couldn't benefit from him, bye bye.
No, they could have though, but they just didn't understand it.
Yeah, they understand.
You know what I'm saying? So now we trying to. Now all of a sudden, Tariq is the smartest dude in ever, dude. He's literally taking conical classes so he can graduate early. So he on top his own work. On top of his own work, he's doing the basketball superstars work. That's
He
how
got to
gets
get $500K for the Lord.
Gotta get $500K. He's selling pills. He doing dude. Come on,
Bro, he just running the whole episode. I'm like, bro,
Like-
this dude got a busy schedule.
like Ghost didn't even seem that
bro.
ridiculous. Bro.
I know
It
when I
just
was in college,
he
I'm
was
like,
just
I'm
smart.
getting
But
that
I'm saying
between
like
these.
Tariq doing all this shit, and he got
Bruh.
2 girlfriends. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's just,
You
y'all
done told
pushing,
me the
y'all
whole
doing too
thing. I ain't
much,
even
man.
watched this shit yet.
That is
I ain't
funny.
gonna-
Like
I
the
ain't
first
gonna-
episode, you like, damn, this brother's going all through shit. He got to read the books, go through this homework
Yeah, I
and
know.
shit.
We watching it.
You got to read the books, go through all this homework, and he just running the whole episode. Like, it's cool. I think I like Mary J. Blige and their family.
I'm more focused on the
I'm
Sahara
intrigued
family.
about
The
it.
Sahara family look pretty intriguing. That's the best thing about
Because
this
my prediction
series.
is like she was always the boss and not the husband, and he just took the fall for that. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. I don't know.
That's the most interesting part about this.
It
They
is.
family, man.
Yeah.
That's what I would watch it for. If I would tell anybody to watch it, they gonna have to do a lot with Tariq, man. For me, like the rest of it, they doing what they doing with the other family. I'm curious to see if they gonna set them up for their own thing or not.
Right. She kept saying, I want to know all about Tariq and all this other shit. But I was thinking like that, though, like, this nigga just know literature like that. He can speak on stories. He was like, bruh, they just made that nigga that nigga.
Yeah, all of a
That
sudden.
dude, just smart and all this, know all this
Shit,
things.
sure.
That is true. I was like, man, and I'm like, man, I need a nap between somewhere with all he's doing. Like, that is
Right.
impossible for a college
Yeah.
student to do all that stuff, and he just running.
Bionic man. Like, come on, bro.
Cause just doing college and band was just crazy, and he doing all of that. Some real life shit.
He got a teacher that's really pushing. It's a female. I am not gonna lie. I feel like he gonna clap the cheeks.
Well, oh, dude,
by the end of this,
the canonical studies teacher.
At the end of this, by the end of this season, Effie was back. The chick that played him in the last season.
She was just in there for the first episode. I don't think she's gonna appear again. She might.
I think she gonna have a big part in it.
And you can see the other girl might be his girlfriend. I don't know.
I feel like Method Man is doing a good job as the lawyer. His acting ain't been too bad. He's doing pretty good as a lawyer. Like, he seemed like one of them dudes just like, man, just pay me my money and then it is what it is.
Right, no, he's like, what you give me shit to?
Good.
You got me to a federal case now? I didn't know Sax would still be here. That's big.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know Sax
But I feel like Sax finally go be clapped. He should have been killed 2 seasons ago, but he go put himself in trouble, man. He brought Blanca back now. She know too much about him, man.
But she wants them to like
bury get caught to the sand. Yeah. To the stand.
So she can bury Sax.
Yeah, so
but it's not Sax fault though.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the Democratic
all I'm saying
Party.
is the show. Yeah. Everything outside of Tariq, everything around Tariq and Tasha is interesting. Like the rest of it is intriguing. If it didn't have nothing to do with them, it would still be what it is to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they lost in the sauce to me, man.
I feel like they do made it seem like Tariq, all the shit they gave Tariq, that's just like, bruh. That is a lot. I can see if he was a grown man doing that shit, but I don't know. He just got in college and doing it. But speaking of, I guess, Power Man, I must say though, I do miss Snowfall. I don't know when it's coming back on, things of that nature, but
did they start filming yet?
That was my shit. I thought they'd filmed some.
They started, but like I said, when everything.
Yeah, they stopped. They
stopped because I'm waiting on that in Animal Kingdom, man. Animal Kingdom season been ready, bro.
That's been like 2 years.
They've been ready. That's the crazy part.
Like I really miss Snowfall though, like just the way like the camera work and the performances. And
like to see because the last one was the last season of John Singletary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Will it take a little drop because of that?
I mean, so far the episodes that they showed, you know what I'm saying, was kind of like I don't know. I mean, it was raw, but it's like you know, they're gonna follow that same concept.
Yeah, I feel like they are, man, because they got the people behind it, like
especially right where they at.
Well, the talent behind it. I won't say not the people, but they definitely got the talent behind it.
The way they ended that season off is right there. Just go ahead and just.
Yeah, man. I remember I just shared a clip the other day on IG and just was like, man, I really do miss this show. I'm about to just rewatch it just for the performance Franklin's sake. Be like, that's the fucking job. Talking to his Uncle Jerome. Right. Just like that. It's just, man, that show was crazy. Especially when, what was that, Wanda and old girl, when they went crackhead for a day?
Right. That shit
was, oh my gosh. I swear like that shit was hilarious.
And she got hands. That shit was crazy.
You remember when Wanda and the girl he liked became crackheads? Wanda was already a crackhead.
Got her hooked. Well, actually, she got hooked on her own just out of
Yeah. I feel like they had fun playing that role.
Was she shot that nigga?
Too much.
Oh yeah, that was at the end though. But
that was surprising.
Yeah,
that was a hell of a twist, and I was like, dang.
Shout out, man. Joe, you miss Snowfall?
I do. I'm not as hip to it as you are, but all the episodes that I did see, like, that's a magnificent show. Like, I love it.
Man.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Man. You don't want to throw anything else in the air?
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. You had said something else too. I don't know. Want to speak on it. I just don't remember though. I'm demented. Whatever.
Man, I have nothing else. Really to say, man. I mean, I'm not about to go on a tangent about that, man. We can talk about. We can get on this Black Lives Matter stuff, man, for real, and I can just go off about it. But You know, man, everybody, all I can say is stay informed, man, because it's crazy.
Slink?
You know, I'm kind of with John, man. I don't really have much to say on that side.
Chuck?
Keep your mask on. Winter's coming. It's gonna call you when it's at the front door when it's ready, bro. Pull up like Uber.
Dang.
Real talk. And shit, 2020, man. Be ready. Expect the worst. Hope for the best.
Right. We got a couple more months, man.
What I gotta say though, like, even though this has been a shitty year, I just want to know, like, we all been in this bitch. So, man, big ups to you guys and all, man. We still in this bitch. We still doing the thing. Y'all still getting up everything, even though it's been a shitty year. But we still getting through this shit, so. Black responsibly.
Stay down. You always come up. Secure the bag.